Hello guys, welcome to Ashley Lancelot Show, to our Mad Beige 5E. We had Graham Malif from the Dark Town Enterprise, link down below. Ashley from Ashley Art Fantasy, link down below, and also for this channel as well. We got Billy, subscribe, like, and share. And you guys are in level 9, I believe. Yes, level 9. You guys tunneled, you guys crawled your ways down. In front of you looks like a very smooth stone stature, letting you know when you go down the tunnel. Does anyone wants to? Who's going to be doing the marching order? Who's going to be going first?
It would probably be best on forward because I am the heavily armored.
I'll be in the middle.
We'll see when Devin comes in and see what he's going to be playing as.
What's the ground look like?
It looks like just regular tunnel that's been dug into a smooth stone marble slab on the bottom.
Okay.
At the end of the tunnel.
All right. Well, yeah, I am certainly not going to go first, but I would like to. Let's see here.
I'm also going to be using your the crit base and also the advantage and disadvantage as well. I'm adopting that. Oh, last week's campaign.
Cool.
From Billy's campaign last week.
Lance, do you know that the module that came out from Wizards of the Coast has new rules in it?
Yeah, I usually I did not like it until someone actually played it because I usually mix a little bit of my 3.5 in it, basically my version of a house rule, stuff like that. That's why.
Oh no, I don't know. You probably haven't seen any of them. I haven't read any of them. It has to do with ship and vehicle combat.
Oh yeah.
Because the advantage and disadvantage and the crit systems in 5e. So. And also on Pathfinder as well.
Yeah. I mean that's cool. It's a cool system. So.
Yeah, that's why that's why I'm adopting it into here. Just so you know. Okay, so that was your marching order. Okay, roll me a perception. Yeah.
No, I can't recall. That's
15.
But did we rest at all? We
No.
rested? Okay,
No.
yeah, I didn't think so because I have a bunch of spells marked off.
Stop going in and out. I gotta keep muting you. On the roll 20.
Because I couldn't find it. I've just found it.
Okay. Ashley, perception. Let me see if this voice thing goes all the way up. There we go. Okay, everyone sees this. You guys are right here, just letting you know. You see the little dash square. It feels very weirdly vague, but it's like invisible, but you know that something's not right there. Above you, you see a floating undead, fully armored, in the middle of the room. And you see the ceiling is mosaic, a 30-foot high arch ceiling. Bright mosaic on the arch roof depicts wizards engaged in dazzling spell duels. Letting you know. And there are 3 doors.
Ooh, I don't like looks at undead.
It's just floating there. It's not doing anything. It's just like just floating there, up in the air. So yeah, you want to run me a spellcraft, Billy?
Wizard, Graphic, what is that?
16.
Okay, that is a alarm spell in that square.
Be careful, and I let them know. That'll that'll trigger some sort of notification to the owner of this place.
What would you like to do? Because how would you like to go across it?
I don't know if canceling or dispelling this will alert the caster the same as if we had triggered it.
Good question.
Would I know that? Could I roll an Arcana check to see if I know that information?
16 is good. No, if you dispel it, the spell goes away. You have it. It has not been activated.
Okay.
Maybe dispel magic.
Do you want? Would you like me to try to dispel this?
I'll burn the dispel magic. I'd rather have me burn spells than you.
Okay, that does save me my last 3rd level spell.
Yeah. Dispel magic. Though.
Okay, it is dispelled.
You were right, Graffin. Good call.
But I point to the undead. What do you think about that?
I think it's an abomination.
I think that's your domain more than mine.
Okay. There is a part of the north part that you guys can go in, kind of like a hallway. Doors to your left, right, and down south. And the undead is just floating there.
I am going to try and turn/destroy it.
Okay. It just floats there.
Okay.
Could it be an illusion, perhaps? Let's just be careful as we go through this.
I think it's an illusion because it had no effect. My turning had no effect.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw a little holy water on it.
Okay, roll me a throw. It's 30 foot high.
In the name of hell, I compel thee. Alright, I will. In the name of Helm, I compel thee. What am I rolling, good sir?
Your range at range, because potion only goes 10 feet. So yeah, -4 with it.
What would you use for your javelin or whatever it is that you would throw? Any kind of ranged weapon that you would have in the cleric? I think javelin's a strength-based modifier.
Yeah, it's just your dex. It's your base attack plus your dex. You get -2 every 5 feet. After if you go past 10, so you gotta throw 15 feet to be -2.
Plus my proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
Would be +8.
17 -2. It hits. Looks like
by Helm, I compel you. Return to the abyss.
Looks like the water from your holy water is just dripping down from it. The armor of it looks like it has no effect of the armored undead that's floating in midair.
I believe, Graffin, it's an illusion. Because we've encountered these types of illusions in this Mad Mage's dungeon before. I think we should just move on. That is my belief. What do you think, good sir?
I agree with you on that. If it becomes an issue, we'll have to deal with it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But,
we will battle it. But it must be
If you think it's an illusion, you can dispel it if you want.
yeah, I'm just so low on spells. I need to conserve my pool.
Does this area look anything like we could camp in?
This area looks very clean, and
I do have my magical hut, Leoman's tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
Cereza, would you like to sleep in a nice, comfy bed?
That sounds nice.
Well, it doesn't provide beds, unfortunately.
Ah, but I do. Well,
Yes. That's I think that's Mordekainen's magnificent mansion or something like that. My
well.
hut just provides kind of like a dome, just protection. You know, it makes it
should have
nice
our
and
bed
temperate
rolls.
in there.
We got our sleeping bags.
Yeah, I'd be willing to cast it if you guys want to set up camp somewhere.
Sounds good.
I think we should use the hut.
All right. Do you want to cast it? Should I cast it right here and block off this tunnel?
Yes, I think that's the safest route, looking at what we have available.
Okay. Then I'd have them gather kind of close to me, and then I'd use my last third level
Where are
spell.
you gonna cast it at?
Let me just double check at what the sizing of this cast is. But I'm planning on casting it centered directly upon myself.
Okay, in that tunnel?
Yeah, in the tunnel there.
The tunnels look like about 15 foot high.
So
About 10 foot wide.
here.
I think yours is like 20, I believe.
Let me just do a quick look at my book here. Alright, Leomans. There we go. Sorry, I didn't expect to cast this right away. A 10-foot radius. Yeah. So we need to move outside this area in order for me to cast it properly. So maybe right here, I think would probably be better. So I'd move out to right there, and then I'd cast the spell.
Okay.
And it's a 10-foot radius dome.
Okay. Not a problem. You do that. Everyone's in there. You must go do watches or anything.
I don't think we need to.
Actually.
What we can do is, if you want to keep watch, we can just look outside, because on our, it's like a one-way mirror kind of on our end. It works.
Saying,
But
you're all gonna go sleep at once or try to figure it out. Okay.
Because it'll save us. It'll be the most efficient use of time, I think. Because if we get attacked, it'll just be something trying to hit the outside of the cap.
I'm just asking. That's all I need to know. Don't need to give me an explanation. I don't need your story of your life.
What was the what's the lighting like outside in this area? Bright.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
I'll make it a deep black color. The outside.
Okay. A couple hours, you hear a knock from your door.
I open my eyes and I look through the transparent area towards where the knocking sound came from.
You see a fox-like humanoid, and basically just knocks on the door. Is well dressed with a robe and everything.
I look around at my party. Is anybody else awake?
But they're still asleep. You can try waking them up.
Just trying to see if a sound passes through. It doesn't say anything about sound.
Oh,
So
you can hear it.
I'm gonna say, hello?
Hello, I am the headmaster here, and I would like to meet you, and it's very rude to put up this housing shelter magic in the middle of a grand hall. If you like, I can give you nice, a proper shelter and warm food. And would like to know why you're in here in this academy.
I'm gonna kind of nudge Tyrell with my foot. Just like gently kick him in the side, just very gently.
Hey, Graffin, what's up?
And I point to the outside where the person, the humanoid is standing, and I say,
Who by the way, can't see us, right? because
Correct. All they can see is a big black, but they
Yeah.
can hear us. And I say, this person apparently is the headmaster of some sort of academy, and this is their main hall. It's very strange, but he did say he could offer us a place to stay.
So
He is curious as to why we're camped
the
in the middle of their
academy.
great hall, though.
What I think is weirder, Raph, is that they have an academy this far underground.
Oh yes, no, I understand. But I don't think he's gonna go away.
Tell him your friends are sleeping. And how many hours have we been asleep?
About 2-3 hours.
I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna say, unfortunately, we can't quite come out right now. We are in the middle of something quite kinky. So what I would love to meet you, and we will absolutely come out and present ourselves.
I'm gonna make some ching noises on my armor. Ching ching ching.
But we need at least another good 6 hours.
It says, "Oh, that will not do. Students will be coming across any minute now."
Oh
He waves
boy!
his hand.
Oh boy!
It waves his hand, and your shelter is gone. And whatever bed you thought you were on you fall down to the floor.
Yeah, we were all on the floor anyway.
I was in my sleeping bag.
Yep.
Yeah, it says, "Well, come here for now, and we'll get you properly, put you in a room so you can have a decent rest, and you be on your way now."
Oh my! I shrug and I say, "All right, let's see where this goes." Tyrell,
you just spelled.
You just. Yes. It's not a very difficult conjuration.
Sign of evil. I'm gonna look him up and down and try and figure out.
He's about a foot taller than Graffin.
Give him a good insight.
He's a fox humanoid.
What race is he?
He is a Arcanalo.
I don't know what that is. What do they look like?
The fox-like humanoid.
Fox-like humanoid. Interesting. And he
Really?
was powerful enough. As we're walking, I'm gonna say, well, I see. Well, I guess thank you for the accommodations, but why would you put an academy so far underground?
Oh, well, since centuries back then, men discovered magic that was a possession of evil, and with great power, it corrupts the people with mind and greedy. And we built this institution to protect our children and our future children with the great dark art of magic, and also know and control their power as well.
So you practice the great dark art
No,
magic?
it's not dark art of magic. People back then called it great dark art of magic. We can learn all types of magic here.
So how do you get new students down here? Because for us to get down here was a very, very dangerous and long journey.
I'm guessing you haven't read any type of books or know your histories.
Unfortunately, we are from Waterdeep.
Have I heard anything about this?
You can roll
academy,
knowledge of what kind of knowledge do you have?
History, religion.
Yes, history.
History. Okay, that is for me a +9. 18.
Okay. You know that there is an academy underground, created by several of the wizards to shield themselves from outside influence under the mountain. Only the gifted and the privileged with great courage will come here to devote themselves to magic and test, and also create new magic and potions as well. Is one of the pristine of all spellcaster that ever wanted to know more about their magic power and what they're capable of comes down here to learn.
A whole bunch of snuck up snobs go here, pretty much.
I've heard about this place. This is a prestigious academy. The elite come here, and the reason why it's so difficult to get to is it cuts down on the riffraff who would normally apply to such magic schools. You know, people hear the word magic school and they just flock to it, thinking they're going to be able to learn this and that. But these guys are the real deal. And I looked at Tyrell and I say, we could learn some things here.
Very, very interesting. Okay. It's good to be here, I say to the headmaster.
He says, come here, follow me, and I'll get your room settled. Go to 1B. This room contains 6 stuffed armchair with garnish, upholstery, letting in there as well. And it's while he's getting everything ready for you guys for your place to spend the night. He also asks, well, so why are you here? How did you get down here? It's like, what is your purpose? You know, how try to figure out why you're here, and so forth. He can tell that you're a spellcaster, Grafton.
I tell him we've been sent because things have been coming out of this chasm, and at first we thought it was just a couple levels, but we've been delving now for what seems like many days, many hundreds of feet below the surface, we can assume at this point. And as we've traveled, we've heard more and more about this great and powerful yet extremely mad and cruel mage who seems to hold sway over this entire place. So we are, it seems, on a course to meet this mage, and whether it ends in violence or diplomacy, I suppose, is up to him.
He says, I see. Okay. Well, I hope you find this evil wizard. As you say, I don't know if you have known its name.
Yes. Oh, jeez. Let me think about that. I can't remember what the Mad Mage is called.
Well, roll me a wisdom check.
All right.
Remember.
Did we figure out his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wisdom. All right, that's a plus. Oh wait, I have that ring. Gives me a 19 wisdom now.
So
okay.
+4.
So that's +4.
This is why we needed you. Okay,
yeah, that's not very good.
It's on the tip of your tongue.
You want me to try?
Sure. It's on the tip of the tongue, Grafton. The tip of your tongue. You know the name is Hallister.
Hollister?
Hallister.
Hallister.
Hallister? Yes.
Okay, I say the name Hallister.
And as she says it, I do that thing where I kind of say it like just the same time, but right afterwards to make it seem like I thought of it at the same time, but I clearly didn't.
I like it.
Clearly didn't think of it at the same time.
It makes it seem like you did. It's like when you're singing a song,
but it's super obvious.
Right. Just like right after the music is song.
Lance, as you're saying?
He says, okay. He says, well, while you were here, it looked like you're a very great and strong adventurer. There has been a death in this halls, and I would like you to investigate it. And also, if you can, slain a bone devil that has been bound in a room. And for reward, I will give each of you a magic item.
Wow, that sounds like an incredibly difficult undertaking.
Yes, but whoever committed the murder, please notify me. and do not engage in needless combat. And looks at the clerk and says, also, don't destroy any type of undead or construct that is made by human flesh. This is an academy. We learn to create and destroy. We also don't want to destroy students' hard work for years upon years of research.
I lean over to Tyrell and I say, I think he's talking about necromancy.
He knows your symbol of hell.
What does he say about it?
It says don't destroy anything unless it needs to be. Like if it threatens your life, basically. Because there are a lot of them are just research. And
I myself have used undead to my own aim. And when an abomination is needed to save us, we, the Church of Helm, will use whatever means are needed.
Yes, well, as long as you have an understanding,
Would you like me to teach some of your students the art of raising the dead?
No, we can raise the dead.
Oh, I can raise the dead even better than you.
I
have been given the power of hell to bring creatures and abominations back to fight for me. I can even return a person who has died back to their body, to life.
And he says, well, the bone devil that's sealed in is down below, and you can question the students. There's other headmaster here as well. You can ask, but please be polite. Well, a lot of them will just snap like a twig with their temperament. Want your help? Let me show you where you can be staying. For now, cafeteria is all the way down the south east of it as well. All the goodies and food is there. And mind the chef. He's not from this world.
Oh, what world is he from?
The Abyssal.
Interesting. Thank you for the warning.
Oh, so a demon?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's enslaved all eternity to make her food.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, too bad for him. That is hilarious.
So he has to be a cafeteria lady.
He takes you to 11C. I'll be roaming the halls. I'm usually around here, and I will see you guys. Hope you have a nice rest, and thank you guys for coming. I'm very surprised you found this alarm trap. Well, usually people go across, I come by, and they're intruder. That golem there is going to come down and probably beat them to a pulp. But I guess I got to re-enchant this area. So you see him casting alarm back in that area.
Well,
sorry about that.
Yeah, we won't touch the alarm spell this time.
Yeah, we've encountered a lot of horrible things from our entrance to this place to here, so we've just been cautious.
Okay.
Demons, fairy dragons.
Well, I bet you have. Well, have a nice rest. You guys can be sleeping in 11C. It's a vacant room. Has two bunk beds for each of you to sleep in, and has an empty table, a chair, a little bit of paper, and a quill.
Any books, papers?
Only like small blank paper that you can write on the table and stuff. Yeah.
So we haven't taken our rest yet?
No, you
Can
have
I cast,
a room to sleep in now.
Can I cast detect magic? Use my last first level.
It's just 30 feet, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, detect magic 30 feet, and then it's like I get a sense there's magic nearby, and then I can focus in and find out where it is.
I'm trying to figure out right now. 30 feet from where you're at.
Yeah, from the bedroom.
No.
Mainly focusing
no
on the
magic around.
Okay. All right. I feel more secure sleeping in this room now.
Closed door. You have a nice good rest. 8 hours. Spells back. Pray to your god. Look through your spell book. You guys starting to get hungry. You can eat up your rations, or you can try and find the cafeteria at the academy. You know how big this place is.
Do you want to go?
It's an academy.
Do you want to go try to find that enslaved chef?
Yes.
Talking about?
I just want to poke fun at them.
So this place will seem all new to me because I'm used to living in a forest.
Yeah, I want to find the enslaved chef just to make fun of him.
Oh boy.
Let's all make fun of him. That'd be funny.
Is there anyone outside the room we can ask where the kitchen is?
You go outside, no one's in the hallway. You know this is a dormitory, one of the dormitory halls.
I want to go down.
Let's
knock on one of the doors. What do you think, Raph?
Well, I want to go down to the end of the hall right here, this T intersection, and I just want to kind of like take a smell check and see if I can smell any food being cooked anywhere. Like a perception, I guess.
Roll 20 is being a pain.
I got a +4 on perception, so. That's bad. 9.
Then let me try.
No, not that then. But you
I got a stuffy nose. This far underground, my sinuses are. Whoa, there we go.
For what? Perception?
The gets a blast.
Well, you see a person in this area.
Alright, let's go ask.
14. We go up. You see a tiefling wearing a red robe. And it says hello, and look at you oddly. It says, "Are you new here?"
Yes, we are due.
Says you see desks and stuff around here. Says, "Are you here?" I said, "Are you the new students here?"
No, we're looking for someone. His name is Alistair.
Alistair?
Alistair.
Yeah.
Alistair?
Yes.
Oh, Alistair.
Yeah. You know where he is?
He's not here.
Oh. When does he come back?
I never.
Why never?
What do you know about him?
I heard rumors of him. He was one of the original headmasters here.
Very interesting.
Yes, but he's probably went to the abyss, so... But why?
What? Why did he go to the abyss?
I don't know. No one has seen him for over 100 years.
We've heard rumors that he holds sway over this entire complex. Not only the academy, but the tunnels and labyrinthine temple-ish areas that are contained within. Okay. Ooh, I don't have a very good persuasion.
Remember, diplomacy's key, Grim.
Alright, here we go.
When diplomacy fails,
not bad.
That's when your
17.
sword is ready.
He says, not that I have known as I was here as when I was once a student, and now I'm one of the headmasters here, but no one has heard or seen of him. He was once here in these halls in very self, but never appeared. Don't know why, what the reasons were, or anything else. In that matter of fact.
Do you know where we could find breakfast?
Yes, if you go the other way through the halls, all the way down the hall, you go all the way down there. Then you want to go then you'll see a statue of a half snake, half woman. Then you want to make a left, all the way down to the hallway. Then you'll see like a T intersection. Just go all the way, go to the right. And you should see the cafeteria from there. Let's let you know, it is a very big area.
And that's down the West Hall. We start down the West Hall?
You start down the West Hall.
Okay.
We heard you have a very interesting cook we'd love to meet.
Oh, you mean the bearded devil? Yes. Interesting.
His name is the Bearded Devil.
No, he is the bearded devil.
Oh, all right. Do you have any backup cooks just in case?
No. Well, it's a pain to.
A shame.
It's a pain to seal it, but do not mock fun of him due to the fact that he has full range in the kitchen, but he will not poison the food or anything. But his realm is the kitchen. So if you get hurt by the devil,
why would you summon a chaotic evil creature to cook your food?
Why not?
That's a hyperbolic answer.
Yeah, again, why not? Why not have?
And I'll hyperbolically answer why.
Huh?
I'll hyperbolically answer why.
This is. I think it's fun if we can make one lesser devil to do our bidding. What we can do with a greater.
He's a devil or a demon?
A devil.
So he's from hell.
Yes.
And we were told he was a demon from the abyss.
Well, people get demon and devil mixed up here, so letting you know they're separate.
Well, I guess that makes a big difference.
Well, I suppose you would know, being a tiefling. I have not seen many of your kind, but I have heard many stories. Is it true that you share a devilish lineage?
Yes, as you can see, my skin is red with a horn.
Huh. Fascinating.
Well, anyhow, I have a class prepared. This is the detention hall area. We'll have to punish students that's been very delinquent with their magic.
Punish your students.
Yes. I'm waiting for Mr. Potter and Ronald Weasley. And forgot the third name.
Such strange names your students have.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now off you go now. You
don't happen to have a female student named Hermione?
Yes, we do.
I knew it.
So where are you guys gonna go now?
Let's head back to that main hallway and then head down the West Hall.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And as we walk, I want to just kind of talk to the group and be like, if this Hallister was really a headmaster here, perhaps we could find out more about him, or perhaps a weakness, how he became this powerful being he was. We just keep our ears open, I suppose.
Well, this is a school. Shouldn't they have a library?
Maybe they have yearbooks.
Find Hallister in the yearbooks. Well, that's an excellent idea. I think while we're here, we should explore the library. That's a fantastic idea.
If you know where it's at.
Well, hopefully we were allowed to stay a little bit longer than past breakfast.
So which door?
We want to go to the west.
Yes.
Okay, the west side of the door?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is...
It's in the West Hall.
This is a coat room. The walls of this room are lined with rows of bare metal hooks. It seems to be some kind of a coat room.
Okay.
I guess we go
maybe I misunderstood
south.
the directions. Yeah, let's try going south. We don't need no coats.
There is a stone sink and a toilet for each of the squares, and there's a sink basin on the other side, and you see two unseen servants cleaning the areas and cleaning the rim of the toilets.
Well, this is the wrong room, maybe.
This is so typical how it always goes. You get directions and you follow them and you're like, what's going on here? So let's backtrack to that hallway and go south in the hallway.
Which hallway?
You guys this one?
Yeah, is this a hallway right there?
It is a hallway.
All right, let's do that.
Let's take it.
Okay. This recessed wall of this corridor has engravings of 8 wizards clutching staffs, and each staff representing a different school of magic. Just letting you know. And they're about 8 foot tall.
Do I see any that are the conjuration wizard? That's my school of magic, so I want to see if I notice recognize anybody.
Yes, it has some kind of a female. Not a tall, beautiful, sculpted female elf. Lush, long hair that's depicted on the stones. Okay.
The opposite of me.
Roll me a perception check, please.
$21.
21. Okay. You see some kind of mechanism that's protruding from the walls, and you see something on with the female elf statue with the conjuration staff. Seems to be some kind of mechanism that kind of links into the mechanism that's on the wall with that square right there.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure there's nobody standing in that area. Say, just step back slightly. I'm going to try to put some pressure on the statue in the area that I see.
So what should I do?
Can I grab the staff and kind of pull the staff down?
You pull the staff, you hear a click, and you hear a click, and you see the walls also having several clicks on it. You seem to deactivated this device, but you see the staff coming back up slowly.
Interesting. Can I pull another staff?
You can, but it won't budge.
Okay.
That's the only staff that is able to move.
And did you say it opened something?
No, you hear a click, and you hear a click at the walls. You seem like you deactivated it. Deactivated something in that wall. And you see the staff coming back up slowly. Within a minute, you hear 2 clicks, and from the walls, looks like it somehow seems being activated again.
Okay. I'll look to the group and say, I think that's a trap there. Seems like this deactivates it here, and I point to the staff. But it's a timed mechanism. It'll self-reactivate after a certain set time. So we should cross over quickly if we're intending to do so. And I pull the staff and I run across the area.
I'm going to run across the area too.
Okay.
I did the exact same thing.
I'm going to follow. In fact, I'm going to have Graffin carry me on his shoulders, piggyback.
Oh, God. Good luck with
Movement
that.
speed is 5.
Okay.
That's the statue.
Yes.
Yep, we want to take
the walls of this room rise vertically 10 feet, then angles inward to a 20-foot high apex. In the middle of the room, standing atop a 1-foot high cylinder block of stone, is a statue of a scowling Medusa with a long bow and an empty quiver. The statue gazes north, towards you guys.
Were we supposed to take like a right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right here.
Well, that would be our left if we were actually looking down the hallway.
Or
But I
maybe
don't know what they were talking. If they meant an overhead right or a relative right. Let's check out that door. Why not?
yeah.
Which one? That
There's
one?
The one, yeah, the one Therese is standing in front of.
Yeah, it's like a cafeteria.
You see a fountain that in the mouth of a bas relief card to look like Hallister's overjoyed visage. Whereupon it spills into a semicircular stone basin enclosed by 2-foot-high retaining walls before draining out through a tiny hose.
Alright, wrong way then.
Interesting.
Other way now.
Okay.
With you guys.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
I am going to throw a pencil at it.
Where'd
Pencil,
you get that?
pencil on what?
I just have a pencil, so I'm going to throw it at him.
Throw it at what?
This thing right here.
What? Which thing? I don't see it.
This thing.
Oh, you throw a pencil. You throw a pencil at it. It's fine.
Damn it! I wanted it to explode.
You see a desk in the middle of a room. Rows of desks seated behind one of the desks, and you see a human. Basically has a nicely robe and a half ogre right next to him. And you see tall bookshelves around this corner, around this area, and a rows of 10 tubes that's fastened in the back walls. And they're shelved in a empty copper canisters. And you see this human have a wand as a tip of it glowing some kind of radiant light. If you want to roll spell Arcana, you can.
Alright. 26.
It's a light spell.
Ah, he's reading.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you see him
shouldn't
reading
disturb
through the
him,
books
so.
with the light and everything else as well. You see the half ogre looking at you while the elder human with a rope in the back reading.
This might be a good place to circle back to, because there's books and such. But let's continue on to breakfast right now.
Yes, I agree. Let's find this demon.
Okay. You go down the hall?
Yeah. Yeah, this place is pretty big. Now, I can't really remember the rest of the directions, so maybe we should just start smelling the air, see if we smell any food.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception.
I will try a perception.
I'll roll a perception too and try to find some eggs in the air.
11. I probably don't find anything.
I got a 22. Where's my food? I want
Twice.
my pancake.
Twice what I got.
You smell clean walls and floors.
Me?
Yeah, you guys smell nice and clean.
I don't. Guys, I don't think the kitchen's in this direction.
And I
only smell
you smell a bit of sulfur, Graham.
I smell salsa?
You also smell sulfur. Sulfur.
Salsa? Oh. Cucaracha.
Okay, where to?
I tell everyone I smell sulfur. It smells like a beast from hell.
Let's head all the way down the end of the hall. Let's see
Let's
what's
head
down
towards the salt. Let's head Let's head towards this salsa smell.
Okay.
Gonna follow the sulfur smell.
Okay.
Assume it's right here.
Trying to figure where the
I entered the fog of war.
Oh boy.
trying to figure out where the hell this cafeteria is on the map. Just give me a sec. Okay, this map is huge.
Yeah, it looks pretty big.
But at least it's not boring as that Dwarven Kingdom one. I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. You know it's coming from that door on your right.
And we go in.
You know, somewhere towards all the way in the right.
What do you guys think? Try to go in there?
Yeah.
You open it up, looks some type of a dormitory hall.
Another dormitory. Let's find some students and just ask them if they know anything about owls. I feel like I knew another Alistair. I feel like another Alistair once tried to assassinate me. It's
Okay.
a terrible memory. I dream about it. I have nightmares about an Alistair trying to kill me.
You guys gonna go to the room all the way to your right?
Taraza, you wouldn't have any idea of what I'm talking about, would you?
Maybe she hears things.
I have these nightmares about
The trees talk.
a tiefling named Alistair that tried to murder me when I was younger.
That's not what the trees said.
That's not what the what say?
The trees.
The trees?
Trees talk.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll go on with these nightmares of an Alistair.
Okay, so which room are you guys gonna go to?
I guess the
Let's
one
go
I'm
to
in
that big
front
one,
of.
the big one.
We go to the cafeteria.
Yep.
First gotta find the cafeteria. You never asked for a
Yeah.
map. Okay,
Got a big table?
you see a trashy odor filled this room, 30
Oh,
foot
God.
long by 10 foot wide, 60 feet deep.
Are we
In
in
the
the
middle
trash
of the floor
room?
is filled with refused and filled experiments.
Oh, it's so
You see
horrible
some
in
kind
here.
of toxic
Okay. I'm out.
slime that is protruding from this deep hole from some kind of a different colors of liquid that's been mixed together.
Oh my god.
Smells foul in here.
Where did we come
This is
to?
not the cafeteria. I'm gonna try this.
If you can, anyone wants to roll a nature, knowledge nature or nature check?
I mean, I don't have it. Does anyone have it?
Let me see. Nature's what? Wisdom? No,
I have
intelligence? I have
nature.
+5 on that.
Okay.
Taraza's a druid, right?
I have nature.
+5.
Taraza should have it.
No, it's good because it's 11. I rolled a 5.
11. You know
I got a
that you
14.
can actually kill all these slimes that's been created from these spells of different hazardous materials by water or alcohol, if you like.
You can kill all this by water or alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Both are precious resources.
Yes. They are indeed.
Well, let's keep looking for this cafeteria.
Yeah. Agreed. Let us keep looking.
There's a door all the way up north.
Would they make everybody walk by this to go to the cafeteria every day?
Yeah, I know. It seems right? But they've got a school this far underground.
There's other ways you can go in the cafeteria, but you're going the long way to the cafeteria.
Well, let's continue on since we're down here, I guess.
I think this episode is finding food. I think it's almost 10 o'clock. Maybe I haven't found food yet.
So hungry.
You have rations.
I don't want to use them. I want this meal that was promised. It's like a bed and breakfast, I paid for this. I didn't pay for anything, but
oops.
He told me about it.
Okay. This room is empty except for an enormous red velvet curtain that covers the northwest wall. A pull rope on one side of the curtain allows to draw the curtains back.
Can I peek behind one of the curtains?
You see a lot of some kind of like paintings behind this curtain.
Why would they have a curtain over paintings? And I look questioningly towards the group. Maybe it's a painting that affects the person looking at it, so they needed to protect those who might be affected by it.
Will you say that again? Say it again, Graffin.
I said, could this be, would they cover a painting because it has some sort of controlling magic and they want to protect the viewer from the effect?
No, that's for you to find out.
Well, that's why I'm asking the group and kind of speculating aloud.
If they reply to you.
Okay, I'm gonna draw the curtain back.
You see 15 paintings, each one's 5 feet long and 3 foot tall, ranged in 3 rows of 5. Each painting depicts a graduating class of dwarf-faced Demorcore wizards. Most of the older paintings show students as skeletons, which as skeletons. You can roll me a wisdom or an intelligence check for that, or investigation will do.
Okay, I'm very good at investigation. 17.
Okay, it kind of depicts that the older picture skeletons are people that actually just died through their old ages. Basically tells you their age significance if they passed or still alive. Carefully examining reveals that Hallister appears in every class picture except for the center portrait in the middle row.
Do I notice anything else interesting about that central portrait in the middle row?
Don't know. You can remove it if you like.
Ooh, I don't know if I want to touch it. You guys got my back? And I look at the
got
group.
your back. I'm here for you, Graffin.
You need you need someone to lift you up to grab it.
Okay, I need a boost.
I could try to help.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to lift the painting.
Okay, you lift the painting.
I'll give him the I'll give him a boost.
This is just a cantrip, so I can protect my physical being from actually touching it.
You open it and you found a glyph in it.
Uh-oh.
And you got an ability for the day. You can use that surge of power that you finally have in your hands. It's above your portrait on your thing.
Interesting.
You can read what it does. I have no idea what it does because I can't see it.
What, can't you see, Lance? I'm sorry?
I can't see what his elder rune magic, rune dust. Okay. So
Okay,
there is
cool.
a door right there. Letting you know.
Shall we continue?
Yep. I will. Yep. I'm with you.
Is there anything else we need to look at these paintings for? Can you guys think of anything else?
If you want.
I mean, it seems like Hallister is present in all these paintings that are on the wall,
Except for the middle.
which is unnerving.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else. What else we should look for?
Yeah, I don't. I look for any religious artifacts. Any symbols of any gods?
No.
Ooh, hanging on any of the people in the portraits?
No gods.
No, like pictures of temples or
Nope.
maybe a divine event.
Nope.
What?
They're like graduating class pictures, and the older ones are all a lot of them are skeletons, and he investigated that those people are deceased, except for Hallister's on every single one of those darn portrait.
Alistair's on every single one,
except for the one in the middle that he took out.
Yeah, he was part of every group of graduating wizards.
So, well, he worked here. So, is he on any of the new ones, or?
These are a lot older. They look like they've been made. So you don't know, probably like 20, 50, 100 years from now.
This looks kind of historic. I don't think it includes any of the recent graduates.
At least we know a little bit more about him now. We know he worked here. I wonder why, Rapid. Why would he keep the school here after he's manipulated and changed all of these tunnels? Why would he allow the school to still exist here?
It allows him to.
Madness, why wouldn't he have just wiped out everything and brought in monsters like he did in all the other areas? And I still question how are students getting down here, because it is very dangerous to get down here. I don't believe the headmaster here. Oh well, you don't know. We don't know what. What is he talking about?
Well, I've heard of this place, and it is kind of well known in the arcane circles as a prestigious school. But I do worry why Hallister has allowed it to thrive. Maybe he has some sort of control over it that we don't know about, and that maybe even the students don't even know about.
Yes, that would be. I guess what you say is true. So.
It makes me nervous, though.
It does
here,
indeed. That's why I'm
here with
voicing my opinion about it. What is down this hallway?
Yeah, let's continue this hallway here.
There are three big statues. Each statue is a young Sul woman whose face is half ruined by acid. She clenches an orb in one hand. The west statue depicts a long-haired woman armed with a glared wand. She looks out from behind a smooth, featureless mask. On the south stands atop a stone dais and depicts Hallister Blackcloak in a robe covered with unblinking eyes. He clenches a staff.
It's a staff, or is it an actual staff?
It's a staff for a 10-foot. Is it? I think it's like 15 foot. Let me see how tall the statues are. The statues are 3 life-size carving a rope. They're basically your size. No, they're huge, but they're like 15, 20 feet tall.
Guys, I think we should check out the statue. It might. Maybe he left something there that could help us.
or harm us. So I want to cast Detect Magic on myself again and take a look at the statue before we get near it.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
All three of them are magical.
Ooh. What kind of magic?
Yeah. What school of magic do I sense as I look at these?
Conjuration.
Oh boy.
That sounds dangerous, Graffin.
It's right up my alley too.
Yeah, but it sounds dangerous. Does that mean that these statues are going to animate and attack us?
Could be. I wouldn't count it out. I wouldn't discount that possibility. What should we do?
Let's check out this statue.
That's the statue that depicts a long-haired woman armed with a glared wand. She looks up from behind a smooth, featureless mask. That is a show woman whose face is half ruined by acid. He clutches an orb in one hand.
So the statue's face looks like it was half destroyed by acid.
No, that's what the statue looks like.
Okay.
It wasn't destroyed by acid.
Are these statues continuous, or are there any parts of them that look like they could be removed? Like, does the mask
like
come
one
off?
solid mask.
Okay. Okay. Well, I really don't have enough information to know what to do with this information.
And what kind of acid would it take to damage stone?
Okay, roll me a perception check, Graffin. You see some type of stained spell book in the corner of the statue.
Oh boy.
It is a soot-stained spell book, and it contains these spells: Alter Self, Cloud of Daggers, Hypnotic Pattern, and Wall of Fire.
Can we remove this spell book?
Yeah, you saw this in the corner of the floor.
Oh, Graffin! You must take these immediately.
And I do.
Tell Graffin what the spells are again. I'm sorry there.
You already told him the spell.
Yep, I got it. I wrote it down.
Oh, you're good.
Graffin, are these arcane spells useful?
They are. I don't believe I have any of these spells currently within my book. So these are all new to me.
You smell food is close by.
Right. I like that sound. I like that, the sign of that. So let's go further up the hallway.
You smell it from the door that's down there. Down here. Okay. Give me a second. Let me go pull out the pages for that. Yeah, this is a thick booklet for it. 27. Okay. You open it?
What do you think?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah. See what this is.
18.
Okay, you know that there's a glyph on this door, and the glyph prevents the devil from passing through the doorway.
How does it look like the glyph has been applied? Is it carved into the door? Is it just written on the door?
It's carved onto the door. Looks like someone's been trying to scratch the glyphs away and break the magic on the door, but...
What the fuck? What kind of crazy bastard would do that? I show that to Cereza and Tyrell. I say, well, we're in there. We should keep an eye out for anybody who's maybe buddy with this thing, because they might be trying to break it out. I think we might get a good reward if we determine who.
Okay, you gonna open the door?
Yeah. I'm with him. I'm behind him. So if he's gonna do that, I'm all for it.
Yep, I'll open the door.
Oh, shoot.
You see 6 unseen servant and 2 devil. The kitchen is tidy and filled with spicy aromas and the smell of charred food. It contains all of the furnishing and assortments of a typical kitchen, such as food preparation, tables, covers stuffed with pots and pans, and racks of utensils. Its more noteworthy features are as follow: 2 bark devils, 6 unseen servant, stove, the kitchen centerpiece, a massive iron stove with a domed hood is topped with bubbling cauldrons and sizzling skillets. You see 13 copper tubes are fastened to one wall with a shelf of empty copper canister below them. You see them angrily and so forth as well. You see a fire elemental that's inside of the oven of the stove heating up the food.
Damn, they got this place full of renewable energy.
You see the devils is cursing you and broken comment telling you, get out! You don't come here! We cut you up and feed you to them as well.
Sorry, is there a cafeteria here? We didn't mean to come into the kitchen. We were trying to get
Whoa,
a place.
what did the demon say to me?
He says, yes. He points to the hallway. That is...
I'm gonna step in the kitchen. What'd you say to me, demon?
Oh shit.
Sorry.
I got kicked out.
You fiend? What did you say?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna kick that.
Traffic. I don't know if we can let this go.
They said not to do anything.
But if they're gonna talk to us like this, then they shouldn't be allowed to exist.
We
Make
should
treasure land.
let's get some food. I need to eat breakfast before we start cleansing this place. And
I'll go with traffic for breakfast.
Let me see, where's 30?
We've come all this way to eat.
He points at the door here.
What do you want to call?
Who's playing with Siri?
How would you hear someone's Siri? It has to be yours.
I heard that too.
I don't use Siri.
We're all on microphones.
There's nothing to read.
There's nothing to read. I can hear that.
That's down here.
Well, it's not my phone.
It's not
Yeah,
my phone.
Siri.
I disable Siri off my phone.
I don't have Siri.
Only person that has an iPhone is Grip. You know that door is also has the same glyph from the other door you walk through. It's a long hallway, and you reach the dining hall with 6 unseen servants that is putting food on the table.
Oh, thank goodness.
And you see 6 unseen servants. You see 20-foot long, 5-foot wide stone table laid out with dinnerwares and 12 tall wooden chairs around it. The light is 2 lanterns. You can roll me an arcana to see what kind of spells are that's lighting up this whisk. Wick, whatever.
21.
It is a continuous flame.
Ooh.
Tapestry is old. Table bear tapestry spanning the north wall depicts 7 wizardry figures standing in a row.
Lance, you're echoing, by the way.
Oh, not a problem. Do that. You know that Caesar walks into where the kitchen is at and brings out food for you guys and drinks. And you see one of the portrait tapestry of these basically have nameplates down below all the wizardry figures. The first one of the 7 were Hallister, a three-robed woman named Arkera, Jalasra Calipharp, and Morandra Nightsteel. 3 robed men, Nasser, Rand Tanter, and Torbrad. And an armored male named Murrell in the middle. And they say, and then right next to it is a 7th apprentice. Anyone want to roll an intelligence check or history?
I mean, I can try, but I think Raffin would be the best at that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I get history here. 28.
Graphin's so useful.
In the wizard school.
I'm just a tree.
You know that these wizards were the forgot them. Was the apprentice of the lady that was that got you into the Underdark to this area.
Oh,
These were
okay.
her 7 apprentices.
Who's apprentices?
The spectral figure that kind of like showed us the barriers and
Oh,
how
right,
security
okay,
was
right.
placed.
Yep.
Now were these 7 apprentices? What medium were they? Were they statue? Were they
These are pictures.
pictures?
Mm-hmm. And that'll be it for today. You finally found the cafeteria. Yay.
Finally, yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and share, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.